Beer O'Clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and I'm rubbing my hands together in excitement for this review. I popped in recently, you might have seen the video, to Asda, and I bought a load of their new beers that hit the shelves. And of course, before they released the beers, when I found out about when they released the beers, I was a little bit like, another supermarket drop of beers. They're probably going to be okay at best. Let's go and take a look. I've reviewed 3 of the beers so far, and I've been nothing but massively impressed with Asda's latest beer drop. The beers that have dropped into Asda as of April 2024 so far have been fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So I am excited to bring you an Adnams beer. I'm a big fan of Adnams Brewery. This is their Big Skies double dry hopped IPA at 6.7% ABV in a 440 milliliter can. Fantastic brewery, fantastic heritage. Really like their beers. Whenever I see their beers in supermarkets, I always tend to pick them up if I'm looking for something kind of like, maybe like a Broadside, something big and bold and nutritious. Let's get this out then into a glass, see what we get. This is a new beer for me. I've never tried this before, haven't heard of it before. If you live down in the southeast there, then maybe this has been a beer that you've known locally for a while. I don't know. Let me know in the comments box. This could very well be a brand new beer from Adnams. Yeah, let me know. So this come in at £3 a can on its own, or if you wanted to buy it as part of a 4 for 3 deal, comes in at £2.25 a can. Absolute steal, absolute bargain. 1 to 2 finger, slightly off-white head. Good levels of carbonation as the beer. Yeah, good levels of carbonation with this amber coloured beer. A couple of people, when I filmed an unboxing video or an unpacking video of the beers that I picked up from Asda, and a lot of you were saying you were quite impressed with the Adnams Big Skies. So I'm going to give you my verdict on the beer. Let's get the aroma then. Well, first of all, let's have a proper look at the beer. Amber in colour, not much of the way in sediment, quite clear to look at. Good head retention on the beer and nice levels of carbonation. Aroma then. Yeah, it's got this kind of like marmalade on rye aroma to it. A little bit of sweetness in there. Touch of grapefruit, tangerine, orange peel. A little bit of lemon and lime. Spicy rye. Sweet malt. Smells good. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. A good malt bomb of a beer. This has, actually I would say it's probably not far off the same colour as Adnams Broadside, which is their flagship beer. And at 6.7% ABV, it's not far off the same ABV as a Broadside. So not far off the same ABV, definitely the same sort of colour. I have to wonder if they've kind of like used the malts maybe from Broadside, stripped the hops back, and then put in some New World hops and double dry hopped it. So you got this weird like double dry hop version of a new world like Adnams Broadside? Is this what we could be looking at here? I like to imagine. I like to kind of dream and, you know, that sort of thing. So I poured the rest of the can into the glass. It's definitely not can conditioned. There's no sediments at all here in the glass. It's got a wonderful mouthfeel. A really lovely, creamy, rich mouthfeel. And that comes from the amount of malt that they've added to this beer. That lovely malty, biscuity, bready kind of backbone to the beer. It gives a lovely, creamy, rich mouthfeel. A fab beer. Asda are really, like, again, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I was thinking, ooh, not another supermarket release. A load of kind of like slightly boring beers have launched into a supermarket again, but none of it. I'm not having any of that. No. The beers that we've tried, even like the Magic Rock, the wheat IPA thing that they brewed was great. It was lovely. It was fantastic. It's been really good beer. The beer's been really good. This Adnams beer, absolutely fantastic. Now Adnams, I've been drinking Adnams beer. They were one of the first breweries. I think I reached out to them in 2010 when the channel was very young. Little did I know back then that I was thinking Adnams are a really innovative company. And when I seen some of the guys from Adnams at a beer festival once, they were like, whoa, what you're doing on YouTube is like really innovative and different. And back then it was just me. I didn't know I was being innovative and different. I was just facing a mobile phone, a Nokia mobile phone camera at myself and filming myself drinking a beer. I didn't think much in the way of innovation on my part at all, but they were like, oh, what you're doing is great. So they sent me the whole range of beer, from their bitter, their lighthouse light ale, some of their, you know, the Broadside was terrific, and some of the kind of like more kind of back then oldie worldy style beers. There was an Adnams Old Ale, which I still remember to this day. Absolutely wonderful beer. Wonderful. So it's great then that Adnams now, from them lovely bottles that they used to put their beer in, they're now canning beer as well. I'd like to still think they can carry on bottling beer as well as canning. But yeah, great stuff from Adnams. Not much to really read off. Suffolk is famed for its never-ending landscapes and even bigger skies. They've inspired our double dry hopped IPA, which uses big hitting hops like Mosaic and Simcoe to drive its amazing pine, stone fruit, tropical and green fruit flavours. It is expansive, intense and awash with vivid colours. Amazing. Can you imagine sitting out in that field there with a can of this on a summer's evening? Poof, amazing. I really, really like that beer. The marmalade-y, spicy flavours, the mouthfeel, it's all incredible. All incredible stuff. I like this beer enough to give it a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Is this the year that Asda have shifted up a gear in terms of breaking free from the mould of boring supermarket beer? Have Asda taken the front foot here, and can Asda see like something that the other supermarkets can't see? And that is probably just a little bit more quality. They're adding more quality brews to their shelves, and if that gets people in buying beer, they're going to be buying cheese and crisps and everything else while they're there. Makes perfect sense to me. Thanks for watching. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.